All right, just got home. Well, I got home Friday night, and epoxy's all cured. Now I need to go around this thing and shave off, sand off all the drips and sharp edges. And then I'll do a little flood coat, but you can kind of see lots of drips. Gonna try to get as many of these off, get off little sharp bits, like all these little drips here. See if there's any little, I already started sanding, you know, little pieces of fiberglass right there. Get this thing all sanded down inside and out. Then maybe do at least one flood coat on this thing. But this came out pretty good. You can even see the rocks and that drip right there. This section, not exactly the greatest, but maybe another flood coat might actually help it a little bit. And I think when I flood this thing, I'm going to use a paint roller, and I'm going to keep an eye on it, so that way I can watch out for drips. But almost done. All right, I got the inside with another flood coat of epoxy. Don't know if you can see it on the video, but I got some blue tape on some marks where I need to sand it down and put a little more on there. But I think for now, I'm actually going to flip this thing over, and I'm going to double check for any spots I need to sand down. Ooh, I think I found another spot right there under my thumb that I need to sand a little bit. So I'll mark that. That's actually not that sharp. It's just more of a little spot. But this thing is almost ready, and it looks good enough. Little hair sticking out of there, probably out of the paintbrush. It's got a ton of drips on it. I don't care about the drips. For the bottom, I'm not going to put too much more epoxy down there. That way I can actually have a little bit of traction. And I think on the bottom, I still may actually put some Flex Seal on the bottom just to give it a rubberized coating, help for slips and falls. But this thing's almost ready. Going to be going out and soaking hopefully in a few weeks. I did pull the pump off the wall that's outside. It still turns on. It's noisy as hell. I don't know if there's a rebuild kit for it. It's a C-Flow transfer pump, or maybe I'll just buy another one. Haven't decided yet, or maybe over this weekend I'll hook a hose up into like a 5-gallon bucket and see if that actually works, and see if the heater works. And if that works, at least it might be good enough, even though that pump's really noisy. I mean, that pump's like 4 years old, and it's been sitting out in the sun, but might be good enough for now. Time to turn this thing over. think the black legs are going to look better. I didn't like the copper legs when I sprayed one of them with copper. I like the black. Of course, I sprayed them, but I'm going to need a pipe wrench or something to screw these in. So I'll have to spray them while they're sitting under the ground. But not really that worried about it. Yes, these legs are tall, so I can fit the drain underneath this thing. But there we go. Grab the pipe wrench out later. Awesome.